I would like to welcome you to 2022. We're very happy to leave 2021 behind and looking for a very hopeful 2022. My name is Darlene Boileau. I'm on the board of the National Association of Federal Retirees Ottawa branch, and welcome to our session today. I'd like to begin by acknowledging that the land on which the National Association of Federal Retirees Ottawa branch office is located is traditional unceded territory of the Algonquin Anishinaabe people. And on behalf of the Ottawa branch, I'm pleased to welcome you to the new year with new webinars such as this one, entitled Kickstarting Your Healthy 2022 Lifestyle with Meg from AIM Fitness. Meg is a partner with Ottawa branch, and we're very, very happy and lucky to have her with us. Today's session will help us gear up for the new year, and as we know, it's never too late to prioritize your health. Meg will be sharing some expert tips on nutrition and exercise, and hope you have your running shoes as we will be exercising in the second half of this webinar. Woohoo! Veuillez noter que le webinar sera présenté en anglais, mais la participation bilingue est toujours encouragée, donc dans le format des questions et aussi dans le chat box. I want to give a special welcome to anybody here who is not yet a member of the association. We hope these webinars will inspire you to join us. And to our members, we hope that these webinars will encourage you to maintain your membership. There will be a question and answer period as part of this webinar, and we encourage you to use the chat box throughout the session. Also, we are recording today's webinar, and after it is over, Erin Higgins from our Ottawa branch office will be sending you an email with instruction on how to access the recording. So I'm going to turn it over to Meg for her presentation and also for her session. And Meg will be closing off the session today. So enjoy, everybody. Lovely to see you, and have a great day.
All right. Thank you, Darlene, for the nice welcome, and welcome everyone. So good to have you join us. So today we are going to be having a little bit of a unique session. So we are going to be, I'm going to start with a presentation. I'll be sharing my slides in just a sec, and then we will be exercising. And then at the end, we will be doing some reflection questions. So I would love you guys to participate, and you will be seeing those questions posted in the chat, but I will be going over them. So we're going to have a little bit more of an interactive session. So I hope you're ready for it. All right, so let's dive right in to the presentation. All right, so today's presentation is entitled Kickstarting Your 2022 Lifestyle. And I don't know where you're at in your health, in your fitness journey. Maybe you've been tuning in most months with us in 2021. Maybe you've been really committed to your health for the past number of years, or maybe this is something new. You're just getting started and you're looking for some inspiration. You're looking for some tips and something really practical today. So regardless of the reason that you're here, I'm just so glad you're here, and I hope that you can really take a few nuggets today and be able to apply them right away. All right, so I would love to hear from you guys. If you want to share in the chat, this is always very interesting for me to hear, but also for others too. What is it that motivates you? So when you think about better health, when you think about being able to physically do all of the things that you want to do, what is it that motivates you? So I know for some of you, it's family. I've worked with many, many people who are grandparents and parents, or even those who have very close friends and consider them to be family. So maybe it's staying strong, staying capable, so that your family can continue to rely on you, so you can be there for them. Now, for others, isn't this a beautiful shot? This is not one that I took, but it is in Iceland. And I did have the opportunity to go there a number of years before COVID. I was there for 3 days on a layover and had so much fun exploring such a beautiful place. But maybe when I talk about travel, you know, this is something that's on your mind and you are motivated to stay in your best shape and to really build up that stamina, build up your leg strength so you can continue to see beautiful views like this. And then maybe for some of you, you're thinking, you know what, I just need to get up off the couch. I need to get out of the house. I've been spending so much time sitting down, and it's very reflective in my weight. And it's also just affected my attitude. I need to move my body. I know it's time. So I'd love for you guys to share if you feel comfortable, if it's one of these things or if it's something else. I know there's so many ways that people are motivated. All right, so we have someone is sharing enjoying nature. Oh yeah, to be physically fit when traveling. Yes, that's a big one. To be able to do all the things you want to do. Fight aging. That's a good one too. Being active with grandchildren, aging well, decreasing risk for disease. Awesome. I love it. I love it. All right. So I'm going to tell you really quickly about myself. So in case you haven't heard about AIM Fitness or myself, Meg, I've been working with older adults since I was 12 years old. I started volunteering when I was really young. And really, I'd have to say that experience was so positive that it led into a career working with older adults. So I did work at a retirement residence for about 3 years as the recreation manager. And that's where I really started to develop programs and started to notice a lot of people who were wanting better health, but had not always prioritized it. And I started to see that there was a big need to help people who were a little bit younger than the 90-year-olds who were living in the retirement residences. So I started to think, how can I help people? I was doing fitness part-time at the time, and I saw a need. So I started up my business back in 2013. And since then, we have offered in-home personal training, one-on-one and with couples and friends. And then we also, you'll see some of these pictures, I started teaching a lot of fitness classes in condo buildings. And then I met some amazing people that way too. So yeah, so it's now been 8 years that I've been in business, and during COVID, we shifted so much online. And now we're able to help people not only in Ottawa, but across Canada and into the States as well. So it's been so fun to be able to expand our services and help more people at home, especially with the pandemic going on and on. We know, and I'm sure you know, we need as much positivity, we need as much motivation and kindness as possible. So that's really what drives me to do what I do. So we're going to dive a little bit deeper into my 3 expert tips. And I actually think I've got more than 3. So I think you guys have a bonus today. But these are some a kickoff to start your 22 lifestyle on the right foot. All right, so my tip number 1, and if you do want to take some notes, it's always good. Recently, I was talking to someone who said, we only can intake so much information. Our brain tends to put a cap on it. So if you do hear something that's helpful, do write it down and then plan on taking action on it later. So tip number 1 is just to get started. Sometimes we think, oh, I've got to have the perfect plan. I have to know exactly what I'm going to do. I have to have the workout clothes. I have to be all organized. But really, at the end of the day, just got to get started. So I encourage you to commit to exercising and eating well daily. Make this a daily habit. Make this a daily practice, a daily decision. And sometimes there's things that hold us back. I know I've heard many people say, oh, it's too snowy outside, it's too cold, or oh, I just don't really feel like it. So what we want to start doing is we want to think, how can I make the decision to have the best health possible, even when up here, what's going on in my brain is telling me something else, or if my body is also telling me something else. So we really want to start building that habit and just get going right away. All right, so here's some helpful information for you if you're thinking, okay, but what do I do? So how much? We want to aim for 150 minutes of movement every single week. So if you break it down, that's 30 minutes of daily movement, Monday to Friday. And even breaking it down into 10-minute segments does count. So if you are, let's say you've got your weights handy, do a quick weight workout for 10 minutes. There's a few options and ideas below too. So you can do some morning stretches. Start your day by stretching out your back, your neck, your legs, anything that's tight. Like I said, lift the light weights, use resistance bands, and it's important to strength train a minimum of 3 days a week in order to maintain and to improve your strength level. And we want to think about also, it's not just muscles that we're working, we're also strengthening bone. So if you do have osteoporosis, or if you are worried about losing that strength, losing your frame, keep going. And then something else to focus on, balance exercises, and then try something new. So maybe it's signing up for a dance class, or even going on YouTube. Now, I've been finding so many amazing workout videos that are free that you can find right on YouTube. But then there's a lot of local companies as well who are really trying to serve as many people too. So also think local when you are thinking about signing up for a dance class, a fitness class, or some kind of session online. All right, so another tip for you is to really consider the Canadian food guide when you're planning your meals. So my second tip is to fill half of your plate with vegetables. And I love this picture because number one, it's so vibrant, but it just gives you such a good variety of ideas of what you can have in your diet. Now, I know with the price of groceries going up even more, and they are saying it's going to be increasing even more over this year due to the supply chain and demand, we want to start getting really creative with our meals. I think I talked about a bit later. But one of those ways you can get creative is to think about what other sources of protein can I have other than meat? And if you're a meat and potatoes type person, you know, this will really make you think outside the box. But there's pictures here, there's legumes, there's all sorts of different types of food that you can have and add to your plate. So it is recommended to have half your plate with veggies, have a quarter with some kind of protein, and the other quarter for whole grain foods. And this is what's going to keep your body in the best shape and be able to go through life and being healthy so you can fight off disease. All right, my tip number 3 for you is to do what you can do. So listen to your body, adapt the workouts when needed. So if it's been a while since you've exercised, or if it's been a while since you've thought about healthy eating, you know, it's not about aiming for the top right away, but it really is just making those daily healthy decisions. So I encourage you to not compare yourself to what you used to be able to do. I know that's so easy to do, and sometimes we can get hard on ourselves thinking, oh, I used to be able to do this, now I can't. And then it's easy to give up. So don't give up. So if it's been a while since you've exercised, then start slow to prevent injury. And that is really key. Right now, I'm working with a client who has told me she injures herself really easily. And I asked her why. I said, what causes you to injure yourself? She says, well, I'm not really at the level that I want to be, but I watch these videos and the instructor is going really quick and I push myself because I want to keep up. And what happens is she ends up pulling a muscle or tweaking something because she's going a little bit too fast. So it is really important to take your time when you're exercising, and especially because it takes a longer time to recover. And I've noticed this in my older clients who are even in their 60s and 70s, and they've told me, Meg, when I was in my 40s, I'd be able to bounce back from an injury so quick, and now it takes a lot longer. So just know that, just keep that in mind. Okay, we want to focus on moving your body, but we want to protect yourself too. Now, you want to go outside for walks. And this is, why do we want to do this? Well, we need fresh air. It's so healthy for us to get out of the house. But if it's too cold or icy, then plan on walking indoors. And you can do this if you have stairs, go up and down the stairs. If you've got hallways, go up and down the hallways. If you've got a room, like we're going to be doing a bit later, we're going to be marching on the spot at times. So you can really get your heart rate up without much space. And that's the good news. Now, another tip, and this is important because I hear this a lot and I talked about it already, is not listening to your excuses. Don't give in to them. So whether it's I'm too cold, I don't feel like it, I'm too busy, you know, I'm not in good shape, there's no point, whatever it is that pops up, usually it's that little small voice in our head acknowledge that it's there, say, okay, listen to that again, and then shut it down. Say, you know what, it's cold, but I'm going to exercise anyway. You know what, I may not have tons of time today, but I've got time to fit in a 10-minute workout. We all have the time. It's just how we use our time. So just remind yourself to listen to the excuses, but then shut them down. All right, so this is what I'm excited to share with you guys about meals, meal planning. So we want to be realistic with your meals. So plan your meals in advance and make a grocery list to eliminate food waste. Now, this image below is showing you how to do some meal prep. This is the example of 4 different lunches in under an hour. And you're basically using very similar proteins and vegetables and grains, but you're just switching it up. You're adding different spices. I like adding lemon and garlic and different spices to add flavor to my food, to switch it up. And then what happens is you've got your meals prepared for you. You have a nice variety, so you're not going to get sick of having the same thing every single day. And then it's done. So if you, again, being realistic, not everything needs to be made from scratch. Maybe some of you have discovered places like Farm Boy and other grocery stores where you can buy your pre-made salad or your meals all ready to go. So if you can fit that into your budget, then do it. If you know it'll help you eat a bit healthier. And sometimes too, I find buying the large salad, you can divide it up. You can have a little bit with every meal, so you know you're getting your greens in. And then not everything needs to be made from scratch. So I'm going to say it again, because I know possibly you're from the generation that was like, oh, I have to, make my original spaghetti sauce. I have to make my own pasta. I have to do everything from scratch. So give yourself a little bit of a break, plan out the meals, but also be realistic. All right, and then my tip number 5 is to plan in advance. So this is for your workouts. You want to choose a time of day that is your designated workout time and your meal prep time. And trust me, during the Christmas holidays, I don't know where the time went, but I had some days nothing was planned. And all of a sudden, it's like, oh my goodness, it's dinner time again. What did I even do? And I know many of my clients who are retired, they say the same thing. They say, I don't know where the time goes. I'm not sure how I worked, and I did all these other things too. So if you're finding that time management is something that you would like to really focus on in 2022, then buy yourself an agenda or start using your phone calendar. Get really creative, but really plan. So I really like to book things in my calendar, and if it's in my calendar, it happens. So I will put in my workouts as well. And sometimes what's helpful is to treat it like it's a doctor's appointment. Because if it's a doctor's appointment, you're not going to be rescheduling it. So really think about this as a very important time for you. You're investing in your health. And just remember, back to the question I asked at the beginning of the presentation, what is it that motivates you? So some of you shared, it's to prevent disease and illness. It's to age gracefully. It's to be there for family and grandchildren. It's to travel and have the strength. So anytime you're thinking, maybe I don't want to exercise today. Oh, maybe I'm just going to put that decision off. Just remember, just stay tuned, stay connected to what that is that motivates you. All right, and then the last tip here is if you do need to miss it, things come up, life happens, maybe you wake up not feeling full of energy, then reschedule it and let that be okay. All right, so if you are looking for motivation and you need some motivation tips, this summer I put together a free motivation quiz. And it is so helpful because what I've determined over the years is that there are 4 different types of people who are motivated very differently. One of those is a scheduler. And just yesterday on the phone, I was talking with a woman who just took the quiz, and she said, Meg, I am such a teacher. I was a teacher all my career, and I am a scheduler to the T. So if you are a scheduler, this means you need to have it written down in your list. And exercising or healthy meal prep needs to be part of your daily to-dos. And then doing it and checking it off your list will make you feel so good. But not everyone is motivated that way. Some of you may be considered an inspired action taker. So if you're this type of person, you need flexibility in your workouts. And one of my newest clients, she is an inspired action taker. And what she told me this week, she said, Meg, I get bored very easily, so I can't do the same workout every single day. I need to switch it up. And she also said something that works well is I like to set my reminder. So her timer goes off every lunch hour to remind her to go for a walk. So she goes for a 10-minute walk every day. But some days she can't go at that time. So she just dismisses it. She knows that she's still going to go on her walk later, but she gives herself the flexibility to do it when it fits into the rest of her day. All right, so that's these are 2 examples, and I do encourage you to take the quiz, and it will be very insightful. I've got lots of tips for you. All right, now we're going to be transitioning into our workout now, and I'll just leave you with this screen. If you do want to chat with me, if you would like to book a 15-minute 50+ health and fitness consultation, I would love to chat with you about your goals. I would love to chat with you about our programs, and especially the one that we have, we offer a special discount just for NAFR members. We have a 33% off our fitness membership. So be sure to reach out for that. And then another thing that I'm going to mention is next week, I'm doing a free 5-day fitness challenge. And I will be sharing the link if you'd like to sign up as well a little bit later. So hope you guys can join that. I'm going to be doing a live 15-minute workout every single day, Monday to Friday next week. So it's going to be just that little bit of motivation that you may need to get you into action. All right. I'm just going to change my angle. Now, if you guys want to get standing, we'll need our chair a little bit later, but we are going to be using weights for today's workouts. If you've got weights, if you have cans, grab them, and then I will meet you standing in just a sec. All right, so here we go. All right, so I hope you guys are ready to move. All right, so we'll need our chair a little bit later, but let's start by marching on the spot. We're going to start with our warm-up. And as you get moving, I want you to think about a few things. We want to think about circling those shoulders back. We've just been sitting. Maybe you've been leaning forwards a little bit. And this is one of my very favorite warm-ups to do first thing in the morning. Circle those shoulders backwards. All right. Awesome job. Good. So let's lift those knees a little bit higher. We're going to bring your hand to your opposite knee. And I find having your legs a bit wider is really good for this. All right. Good. So we're going to be getting our heart rate up. We're going to start with our warm up and then move to some cardio. And then we'll be focusing on some full body exercises with weights. All right. And what I want you to pay attention to as we get going here is just how easy it is to get up off the chair and to stand and to start moving. It doesn't need to be a big planned event, but here we are. Here we are exercising together. So notice how you feel as you go. And just really, like I said, pay attention to how easy it is to move. All right, so we're going to take a side step, reach those arms to the side. And so focusing on our breathing, breathing in and out. You may notice a little fluff ball on the couch. This is my little dog, Fit Finley. All right, good, good. Now we're going to be adding in some balance work as well today. So what I want you to do next is I want you to lift your arms, and as you take a big step to the side, lift that knee. All right, we want to think about tightening up that core, Breathing in and out. All right. Now remember to listen to your body. If you do need to hold on at any point, keep a chair handy. That's good. Let's do 3 more. And 2. And 1. All right, from here, we're going to be bending those knees, kicking those legs back behind you. So we want our knees to be pointing down towards the floor. Good. And we're going to be reaching your arm right across your body. All right, awesome. Warming up those hamstrings. All right, looks good. Option 2 is reaching both arms overhead. Anytime we lift those arms overhead, we are working our heart a little bit more for us to do. So be sure to focus on the breathing. All right, good stuff. Let's do 3, 2, and 1. All right, now keep those legs nice and wide. We're going to walk them out a little bit further, toes out to the side, hands together, and we're going to be moving into a squat. So what we want to do is we want to think about bending those knees, taking those hips back like you're sitting back into a chair. I'll show you from the side. Good. Standing tall and sinking back. Awesome. That's great. Now, if your knees are speaking to you and they're saying things that you would not want to repeat, then just go a little, not quite as deep, a little bit less low. There we go. All right, and then if you're looking for the advanced option, what we can do here is we can add an arm reach. So reach those arms in front. Really take those hips back. Breathing in and out, looks good. All right, we'll do 3 here, and 2, and 1. All right, nicely done. Bring those legs in. Good, and we're gonna get that heart rate up. So let's march on the spot. I was talking a bit earlier just about how we don't need much space really to exercise safely. All right. Good, so we're gonna be marching on the spot, swinging those arms, standing tall. All right, nicely done. What we're gonna do is we're gonna pick up the pace for 20 seconds. So we're gonna speed it up. Now I'll keep track, so I just want you to keep going. Now, if this is a good level for you, you just want to keep marching, you can. Otherwise, you can do a light jog on the spot. All right, so here we go. Come and join me if you haven't yet. 20 seconds. All right, good job. Keep on going. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, let's tap your heel right to the floor. Show you from the side. All right, and we'll add the arms, squeezing your shoulder blades back and then reaching in front. All right, awesome. So I'm going to show you another one of my favorite ways to get your heart rate up. Another really good cardio exercise for in the home. It looks like this. This is called the jumping jack tap. And we're going to not do full jumping jacks, don't worry. We're going to be tapping one leg out at a time. And option 1 is reaching your arms to the side. Do this option if you have a heart condition. And then option 2 is bringing those arms overhead. All right, good. So we're going to speed it up, whatever that looks like for you. Focus on that breathing, keep on going. We'll do 20 seconds. Here we go. All right, good job. Keep on going. Almost there. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, good. Circle the shoulders back. Walk it out. All right, awesome job. That's great.
All right, so with these two cardio exercises, I encourage you to really think about doing them right before you go outside. So with this cold weather, it's nice to get yourself nice and warm. So marching on the spot or doing a light jog, and then the jumping jack tap. These are good ways to warm up before you get out for a walk, so you won't be cold the whole time. Alrighty, let's grab your weights. If you do have some water, have a quick sip. All right, good to stay hydrated. All right, so we're going to be doing some combination exercises. So back to what I was talking about earlier about exercising 10 minutes at a time. Well, this is an example of the types of exercises I do myself and also with my clients when you're short on time. So first one we'll do is this. Have your arms here at your side. We're going to be doing a bicep curl. So we're lifting one arm up at a time. And as you do this, we're going to be lifting up your heels. So we're doing our heel raise. All right. So both heels, and you can choose to do one arm at a time, or you may find actually that doing both arms at the same time is easier. All right, and don't worry if you are a little slow or a little fast. Good. All right, awesome job. So we're working both the backs of the legs and also front of the arms. Great job. Let's do 3 more. And 2. And 1. All right, awesome, that's great. The next one we're going to do is this. We're going to bring your elbows in. Weights are right in front. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring your arms out and in. Think about squeezing your shoulder blades back together. All right, and then adding that leg, what we're going to do is we're going to add one leg, tapping out to the side. Focus on that same leg, tapping out and tapping in. If you have had a hip or knee replacement, maybe do a bit of a smaller tap. Okay. All right, good. Let's do the other side, so 5 per side. Oops, let's keep going. I need to plug in. Keep going. All right, good. Hopefully you've done your 5 already. Do a few more for bonus. All right, awesome. Now the next one we're going to do is this. We're going to lower those arms to your side and we're going to be lifting your arms up. Now keep your arms pretty straight and then lower the arms back down. So as you lift, we're going to lift one knee up and then lower the knee, lower the arms. So tighten up your core as you lift and then lower that leg down. So again, we're doing the same leg. Breathing in and out. There we go. And typically when we do these combo ones, I like to do 5 per side. Just so you're switching up the legs. And it helps to tighten up the core. And it helps to breathe. Last one here. Someone's at my door. All right, let's do a few more. That's enough. That's enough. All right, let's move on to our next one. Legs nice and wide, arms at your right in front for our next one, which is a row and a squat. We'll squat down, and then as you stand up, let's row. Lift those weights up high, elbows high, weights up towards your chin. Here we go. All right, breathing in and out. All right, awesome. So again, you can notice how doing a combination exercise is really beneficial for you if you're low on time for a few reasons. You're getting both your upper body and your lower body working. And it's a lot of fun because you also have to concentrate a little bit more too. So that leads you to not necessarily be thinking about other things, your to-do list, or who's knocking at the door. All right, good, let's do 3 more here. And 2. And I've got my little watchdog here, you can see. 1 more time. All right, awesome. Now we're gonna pull up the chair. Pull up the chair, we're gonna keep one weight. All right, what I'm gonna get you guys to do is to march on the spot. I'm just gonna see what's going on. I'm expecting a work man, so I'll be right. All right. Thanks everyone for being patient. All right, so we're gonna have a seat. We're gonna hold on to that weight and we're gonna be doing a great core exercise next. So option 1 is we're going to be taking that weight from side to side, right to your hip, doing a bit of a twist. All right, so I live in a very old home and my cold water in the bathroom didn't turn on. Nothing was coming out the other day. So that was just my landlord checking in to see what was going on. So got to appreciate landlords who are prompt. All right, now what we can add here is a little bit of a paddle. So you can think about being on your kayak and having that kayak paddling. It's doing a little bit more of a figure 8. Now I'm sitting away from the back of the chair, so my back is nice and straight. You can choose to also lean back a little bit, still don't touch, but this one will work your core a little bit more. All right, you're doing great. Let's do 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, awesome job. Now we'll do 1 more for the core. You're gonna bring your arm nice and wide out to the side. And what I want you to do is to connect it to that knee. Lift the knee. Once again, you'll see I'm not touching the back of the chair. All right, so bring your weight towards that knee and then lower the leg down. Tightening up, breathing in and out. All right, great job. Feeling this in the leg, feeling it in the arm and the core. So there you go. It's a 3-in-1 exercise. All right, let's do a few more here. 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, let's do the other side. All right, other side. So again, lift that knee. Good. We want to really take that arm a little bit wider each time. All right, awesome job. All right, so these are all exercises that you can do very easily on your own. And I do encourage you to just notice how you're feeling right now. Hopefully you're feeling good. Let's do 3, 2, and 1. All right, awesome work, awesome work. We're gonna do one more, and for this one, we're gonna set that weight down to the side. We'll do our reverse sit up. So bring your arms right across your chest, continue to sit on the edge of your chair, and then we'll lean back, recline back, and before you end up touching, we want to be tightening the core to move forward. So here we go, inhale back and exhale up. Inhale back, exhale up. All right, so we've got another option for you. Lift the knee as you lean back. All right, it's going to challenge you. It's going to make you want to go all the way back, but to keep it controlled. Good, and still breathing here. All right, looks good. All right, let's do a few more, 3 per side. And 2. And 1 more. And last one. All right, good. Hands here, and let's stretch it out. Head down. Bring your hands down towards your feet. Awesome job. Good. All right, come on up, and we're going to stretch your neck. Let's look over your shoulder. Look side to side. Good. All right, and we're going to add a little bit more of a twist. So we're going to bring your hands to the side of that leg. Look over your shoulder. Now, if you do have osteoporosis, keep facing the front of the room. Just look. But if you have no problems with your back, you can add a bit more of a twist. You can even press into the chair too. All right, so that's great. It's important to stretch out our back. And then we'll do the other side. So same thing. Option 1 is just looking. Option 2, adding a deeper twist. All right, looks good. And then one of my favorite stretches for hips, we're going to take that leg right across. Now, if you do have a hip or knee replacement here, cross at the ankle and then lean over. Otherwise, you can lift the leg a little higher and notice that right down the side of the leg, right into the hip. All right, good. And then we'll do the other side. Crossing here or up a little higher, leaning over. All right, now having a flexibility practice and stretching quite often is also really important. This can also help to prevent injury, and it can help you to feel a little less stiff. So just remember, any type of movement is good. All right, so let's take the legs nice and wide, arms wide, and we're going to take a few deep breaths. Now we are going to be transitioning into our last portion of the webinar, and I do encourage you to stay, don't leave, and I would love for you to participate. All right, so we're going to do that in just a sec. Let's take a deep breath in and out. Good, stretching it out, just noticing how you're feeling. You can look up and then look down. 2 more. And 1. All right, great job, great job. Thank you so much for joining and for exercising with me. I hope you're feeling really, really good.